Hi, I'm Dave Scott. I do lots of paddle work with my swimmers in the pool, but I don't overdo the paddle work. I had a great question. My shoulders hurt. I've used the paddles about 50% of my time during the workouts. What should I do? Well, the obvious answer is don't do that. The easy answer is do your stroke properly, and when you're using the paddles, put a little gusto into your effort. Now, it's going to take you a while for your shoulder issue. You weren't very definitive on what your issue was, but typically it's a bicep tendonitis that can be irritated, or the supraspinatus muscle, part of your rotator cuff. So you're probably going to have to take 3 to 5 days, no paddle work at all. But when you implement the paddles, be careful that you don't use them 50% of the time. I think a better ratio is around 25 to 33% of your total workouts. And do the stroke properly. The advantage with the paddles is that you can practice freestyle with a high elbow set on the front end. You can practice the finish on your stroke. A lot of folks put the pull buoy on, they put paddles on, and they end up leaning on that arm on the front end. They put a lot of torque on that rotator cuff and their shoulder girdle, and they have shoulder problems, and hence that could be your issue. When you swim with them, swim with definition and gusto. In other words, do shorter repeats to start with, but real proper mechanics so you have a high elbow set on that front end and you're not leaning on your stroke at the beginning. Secondly, add backstroke to your routine and do backstroke with the paddles on as you start building up, and do backstroke a little bit faster. That movement on backstroke will allow you to really work the rotator cuff in a different direction as opposed to freestyle, and it complements freestyle quite nicely. It also stretches your pec minor, which attaches to your humerus, and a lot of people that have paddle issues are also internally drawn like this. So I hope that helps. Stop for a few days and you'll be good to go.